Hey, Spiritual Tribe, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I wanted to do a reading today regarding how lucky in love will you be? Because everybody is always talking about love and a person coming in. And if you have a person, and if that person is you, then how lucky in love will your desires manifest into being this month of March, the lucky month of St. Patty's Day on the 17th. So, it is a collective reading, so whenever you see this, and if it's say it's like December, we'll just take it for the month of what you're in. So, but when this is created, it's in March. So, we're just gonna do a read and find out how lucky in love will you be. Okay, let's just do a little bit here. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you aren't new and you haven't hit the subscribe button, go ahead and do it. Do that. That way y'all can get the updates on my readings and my channel. It helps my channel out and it helps us get the word out to those who need it. The message that people who may need the message, it gets them out to them in proper time frames. So also if you share the video with somebody that's on your mind that you think of, that's also, I appreciate it, but they will appreciate it. And it also brings the messages, like I said, to them as well. So thank you for being a conduit for that as well. In the meantime, let's find out how lucky in love will you be? I feel like to shuffle this again. So what's unique is that this deck is like really showing up as like some are on top and some are like flipped around. So that's kind of strange. I keep getting to switch this again. Okay, awesome. Ooh, love is in your hands with the Emperor. Ooh, nice. You are in charge of your life. You're in charge of your love life. You're in charge of what's going on. I'm loving that for you. The Nine of Staves, Staves, Nine of Staves. Okay, very nice. You have not had it easy in love. No, you have not. We have the Emperor, the Nine of Staves, the Temperance. Yeah, in the past, you've really had to like take things slow, like learn how to take things slow and learn how to that's how you've become the emperor because you've really had to learn the lessons the hard way. And showing that temperance, you really learned how to master your emotions, master those passions that come through, really master I was gonna say the passions again, a lot of passions. You must have a really good X drive. Arr. Um, I just did that. Arr. You might like to growl. You might like to make some noises. In the past, I just show that nothing's really been satiated for like what you've looked for in a person, in a relationship, and you're willing to be on your own if you need to be. I would say for the next 2 to 3 months, and there's some regret coming in, some self-doubt. I would definitely make sure just to like either we'll come back to that. I'm getting a couple stories on that. Right. I have the Three of Swords with the Two of Staves coming up. There's some people around you that they're having to make a decision and to plan ahead on to plan to make changes. There's a sense of you haven't been like you've been taken for granted for in the past, and or you haven't seen an opportunity with others in your life for what they were. So take it as it resonates. You could be the watcher or the cross watcher, right? So you could be the collective or the cross watcher. That's what it is. There's a sense of Nine of Swords coming in. I'm really curious as to why. But ultimately, it's really about getting like reflecting on your decisions because you are the emperor. So there's a sense of like having been through a lot of ish in your relationships, really having to like rein in those emotions and rein in those thoughts that could get the betterment of you. Like the Nine of Swords that's coming in for the next like 3 months, even like just talking about like don't self-doubt, don't let those like mental parasites carry you away. You may be finding yourself really restless and finding yourself like that you don't have a means of grounding yourself, and it's really important for you to go ahead and do those things. Do things that like bring a sense of like expression to your vulnerability and how you're feeling. Express your authentic nature. So if there's like, if you're a really creative person, it would be really good for you to, I just heard, go for a hike. So it's almost like doing the exact opposite of what you would think. So, and this has helped me so much in life. I have goosebumps all up and down my spine and all throughout my body, just like through my eyes. Just so interesting on my eye, the right side. So that's really interesting. You might be a left brainer. I feel like somebody's a right brainer. The moment I said left brainer, then I have this huge headache on the left side of my head. I keep seeing somebody have like legal documents and they're reading the legal documents. It's not like it's like that's their career, that they review documents. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about the season of, yeah, okay. So air travel. You might like to travel, but there's a sense of the season of, if you can like invest in like say counseling or coaching or investing in things that are going to help you to develop a sense of self, a sense of belonging, a sense of community. Even if you are a loner, like a popular loner, even if you're a loner, it's really important for you to find things where you can invest your time to become a better version of yourself. And if you can do that in the next 3 months, you're really going to be able to capture that sense of like independence and authenticity, that vulnerability. That's really the next lesson that you're having to master right now in order to come to the full fruition of the Four of Wands and the outcome, which is fantastic. Your hopes and fears are that you're going to be happier than your wildest dreams. And right now you're learning, the sun is showing up for letting people see you for who you are and letting yourself see you beyond the demons that you allow to torture you and that have tortured you for so long. And there is a sense of fearness, scary. But what you're learning is to embrace your vulnerability and that authentic nature. And if it is a matter of people thinking something or saying things about you, not necessarily to put your nose in it, but if they approach you to say something, if you feel the need to stand up for yourself. Let's see what else. And not in a biting way either. It's something that really I would definitely say like just in a matter of being assertive and letting them know, hey, I hear what you're saying. And this is a perspective of mine that maybe they hadn't considered before. But it definitely needs to be able to play into the whole picture of things, right? So unless you allow yourself to become free in that area, you're never really going to feel empowered enough to speak your truth and share what is important and how you see the world as you're going through things. And that's part of the puzzle, what people really need to understand as well. It doesn't mean that you're selfish. It doesn't mean that you're imbalanced. It doesn't mean any of those things. It's really how each person and each party not only interacts with that, but what they do with it, right? So, and in the past, you really haven't had the best, with the Four of Cups, I would just say you haven't seen the rewards for the seeds that you've planted in the past. And, you're beating yourself up over an opportunity that, I don't see that you necessarily let go of, but you're subconsciously beating yourself up over and over. So I don't know if there's like a connection or an opportunity or something. We are talking about love, but it could be also, doesn't have to be a person. It could also be a love, like an interest, a hobby, a passionate career. It could be completely career change. It could be something that you just, a time of your life, a season, it could be all those, a neighborhood, friends that moved away or somebody that passed away that's dear in your life. How lucky in love are you going to be? Yeah, we intended it for a love reading for something intimate and romantic, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't mean something different for you. So you could be like self-care, self-love within the next 3 weeks. And what is it, the first week of March right now? So by the fourth week of March, you could be singing free and really ringing in those 4 of Wands and being the happiest that you could ever be. Not to say that you're not happy now, but really you're healing something right now, and you're gaining peace. Like you're learning how to make peace with your decisions and yourself. And being the Emperor, you're so able and capable. And it's almost like a sense of like needing to restore that within oneself, like self-belief. So you're healing any scars that you have around something not working out in the past, something that you had a lot of hope and desire and manifestation energy into that just didn't pan out the way that you thought visually and physically, however, or maybe even energetically, spiritually. But Spirit's just really showing me sometimes those towers, even though the tower's not out here, sometimes things don't appear the way, like they don't produce and manifest the way that we think, because oftentimes we see through like a scope, and the universe has so much more for us, and Spirit is the coordinator of all, and so he sees 25 things working in the background that could give you all your dreams, and this is just a strand. And once you just focus on the lesson of vulnerability, authenticity. I had a friend tell me once that her mother had told her, you don't need to wash your laundry out in public. Well, no, you definitely don't. But there is a huge gift that you share with other people in teaching them how to trust you and that you're a trustworthy person when you are vulnerable with them and you do share with them, and you are humble when things are shared that are unflattering. I've definitely had a lot of things on my own that are unflattering. Not all of them true, most of them not true. But it's what you do with it in each moment, and it's what you do to grow, and it's what you do when interacting with them, especially once you're aware of those things. So you have full potential to be happy and accept and have all your dreams come true. And it's not without hard work, because you are the Emperor and you're not only able to speak it into fruition, but it's more so there are people around you that there are variables at play where they need to make their own decisions. And with the Temperance, it's showing up that you've really had to learn how to release the eagerness for control over your environment and other people in your influence. So instead of micromanaging people, you really had to allow people to like process and like, I know there's somebody out there, process and really learn and grow on their own, and see how that can integrate and how you can work together with them. And if you can, while also working on your own and manifesting. So, and ultimately, it's interesting how it brings it back around for different things. So, that's the reading for today. I hope that it resonated for you. If you find that it did and you enjoyed it and it's just a different perspective that you really were like, that's kind of cool. Please go ahead and hit like, share this video, subscribe, and comment below and tell me what you did and you didn't really love. And I can't wait to hear how you found a new love of your life, a new self-love, maybe new hobby, new opportunity for your job and career. Just whatever it is for you, congratulations. I'm really excited. It's ending up in the 4 of Wands with the Sun, and that's like the best, it's amazing. And you are showing up as the Emperor who's learned your lessons, and just super, super excited. And it's something that can happen very quickly. So over the next 3 weeks, your lesson right now is to just be vulnerable, have a positive mindset, challenge those inner demons, to ground yourself and remind yourself how far you've come with the 9 of Staves. And you're healing your heart. Spirit's healing your heart right now, and they're going to reward you with something just beautiful and amazing. So awesome. Congratulations. I'm excited for you. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Talk soon. Bye.